Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Soldier Field. Khalil Herbert to return it from his end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. They'll run. This is Khalil Herbert. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there. 4th and 3. So opening drive, 3 straight runs, unable to pick up the first.
I know the fans want to see first downs, but guess what? The coaches have reasons for what they're doing. Sometimes they've scripted it. And some of these runs, while they haven't been successful now, they may be successful later on.
They snap it to Fields. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Herbert. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. On 2nd down, a run with Herbert. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. It's been a 7-play opening drive, and this is 3rd and short. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Here we go on 4th down, Fields. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. So not only do they convert on 4th, but they pick up 22 yards in the process. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. Treston Ebner taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Bears get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Cairo Santos on to try the extra point. And he's got it to make it 7-0 in favor of the Bears. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 24. They start on the ground here at Sanders. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. On 2nd and 1. Hurts looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Smith. Hurts finding Smith for the Philly first. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Throwing is Hurts. Watkins diving. He's got it. First target, first catch, and a first down.
Hey, did you have one of those backyards that you had one of those, mats or pits like you have for high jumpers, and you had your friends throw the ball and you tried to make the spectacular catches?
I didn't need a mat.
you just did it with the ground?
Absolutely.
That explains your
concrete.
Toughness. That explains your toughness right there, because I think that guy was raised just...
Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Rolling to his right. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on first down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid gain to bring up 2nd and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
Forced out to his left. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jalen Hurts finding A.J. Brown. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Well, Charles, here in their opening series, they said they had certain plays scripted for certain players. That looked like a well-designed play to get one of their top targets involved.
Yeah, let's face it, Brandon. A player of his talent is a problem for any opponent to defend, and we saw it right there. They tried to deny an open lane to him. He still outplayed the coverage and scored the early touchdown. Good luck trying to figure out how to defend him as this game moves on.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage, while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, they go Montgomery. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
On 4th down, Fields. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down. Hurts throw here taken in as he's able to find Goddard. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Only gets a yard, but it's enough to set him up 1st and goal. Hurts. Being chased out left. He will find Smith in the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great play there as the first half is winding down. And the Eagles would extend their lead here just before halftime. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
So 2 successful 2-point tries now for them.
And you know what it does? It gives you a boost, a huge one for your team because, hey, you're dominating them now. They can't stop you either scoring touchdowns or 2-point conversions. But how about the defense? You don't know what to do at this stage. You can't stop them in any direction.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. A final shot before the break. Fields. He's going to look deep down the field. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the 3rd quarter gets underway. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the 2nd half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators. They sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'm guaranteeing he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
Steps away to his left. Now he's going to throw deep back over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
But first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Hurts sets up to throw it. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
Well, partner, given where that drive started, that's an excellent job defensively to force them into fourth down.
They're going on fourth down with Hurts. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Quez Watkins, 39 yards. And the Eagles' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
And that's a drive that makes everyone happy on that bench because they accomplish exactly what they set out to do. Take care of the football, eat up a little clock, end up in the end zone. Now they've got a cushion for the rest of the game, so they didn't just help themselves offensively, they helped their defense out as well.
And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Taken at the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Fields now to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about...
And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Quez Watkins with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Well, partner, he has carried them in this ball game throwing the football. All 4 touchdowns through the air, and that's really helped them get this nice lead.
And I know it's a team game, but right now, he is truly the focal point. Every touchdown his team has so far has been the result of his arm. How about him throwing it downfield, creating big plays? I don't know how you slow him down unless you can make him uncomfortable in the pocket.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive.
You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the prove. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the prove. You gotta choose. Yeah, I jump out the booth. Then I might hop through the roof. Got on the ring, stuff. My team is the truth, but they some liars to you. And they never sing, huh? But they always shoot. And all of their diamonds are new. And that's why I'm here with Villain, cause I really get it. And I need all my honeys in blue. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move.
We're at the home of the Super Bowl 52 champions, Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the New Orleans Saints and the Philadelphia Eagles. Here's Will Lutz ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. This one fielded at the 5. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. First play, and Hurts looking to throw it. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick.
Well, they certainly took a shot to open this game, and I know it backfired with the interception, but no lack of bravado from that sideline at all. And look, they told us before the ball game, they wanted to be a little more dangerous on offense. They wanted to take a few more.
This is caught inside the 15. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. To throw is Winston. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Alvin Kamara from 4 yards out. And the Saints take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown.
That was cute.
Didn't have anything downfield, swung it out to the flat. He did the rest.
Such a staple of so many offenses we see now. You know, in our discussions with offense coordinators, how many times do they tell us, hey, this offense is designed for either a touchdown or a check down. We saw the check down on that play, and boy, was it successful.
We saw a touchdown, too. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he's going to be taken down inside the 10 at about the 8-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. Flush to his right. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Paulson Adebo.
Well, they're certainly not giving much help to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Hassan Reddick. And the Eagles are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with it. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
On first down, Hurts. It'll buy some time right. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
Hurts throw taken in by Watkins here. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now here's a throw that's complete. He'll get it inside the 20. Touchdown! Chris Watkins, 39 yards. And the Eagles are an extra point away from evening this one up. And that is the definition of yards after catch. They go short on the pass, and the receiver does the rest.
Seems so harmless, doesn't it? To throw it underneath, a short pass like that. But, boy, it gets dangerous in the hands of the right receiver as he makes a move and takes it the distance.
And it's caught. He's got it. So they go for 2. They convert, and along with it, they'll take an 8-7 lead. Now, after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They begin on the ground with Kamara, and he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. They run it again with Kamara. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11. First down, Winston. He rifles one that's intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. But the defense, they were all over that. As soon as that ball was in the air, it was dangerous. Not only was it intercepted, CD, but they return it for the touchdown.
Yeah, and he read that the entire way. He was reacting before other players had a chance to react themselves. Had the determination to say, this just won't be a pick. It's going to be 6 points as he takes it the other way to the end zone.
And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. fielded just outside the goal line. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
On second down, Kamara. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd. Play fake. Winston. They'll roll him out right. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
A second down throw for Winston. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he's got the hook up to Landry. And he is going to have a Saints first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Working out of the gun. Winston. Flushed out right. And Jameis intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Kazir White. And the Eagles are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. Well, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you've thrown this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else. And now it's 3rd and 10. He'll look to throw. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Caught on the slant. Touchdown, Eagles. Jalen Hurts finding A.J. Brown. And the Eagles will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. What I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half, and now to give us momentum going into the second half, give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
Hurts will throw. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful, and that bumps their lead up even further. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it down by 2 scores. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. On second and a long way to go. Winston, they'll set up the screen now to Kamara, and he'll get it.
Brooklyn, go see Shy Rock, Southside, 6 on the level, grrr to the reach, still outside. Mine on the ridges, one in the trenches. You can't throw dirt on the underground, we thrive in it. Ghana boys stocks on the rise, Charlie, this flex know they ready. See, we were not the ride nobody with, we're the ones who started with it. Translation, Yanni had to buy, Yanni had Yanni hits. This goes so hard, even the ops go with it, That's how you know we lit.
Damn, I wonder what today is. So I wonder what today is.
Heavy, I zoom out the pride of my people already. Them I say Ellie, me I'm just sharing my journey. I'm thankful that people they hear me. Tribe of Joseph, I'm ahead of the bunch. P5, I was starving for months. A running cut team, but on my pockets, me need my DNA. Baby for lunch, but we call me a star before BBC. Don't take a lot to get rid of me. Me and them know that the same. Me and them know that the same.
What's today?
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are at Highmark Stadium in upstate New York. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Buffalo Bills. And we are underway in Buffalo. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. To throw at the outset, here's Hurts. This will be incomplete. Oh, a dream chance for a D lineman, but he couldn't pull that one in.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Again from the 20 after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10. They'll set up to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Crowd getting in it a bit already. Here's an early 3rd and 10. They'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
And that's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on 3rd down. And 3rd down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a 4th down.
But like, don't post like taking a picture off my Instagram.
No.
No, bro.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. He's going deep for Brown. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line.
Well, they certainly weren't afraid to let it fly early, and they hope that'll keep the defense honest and keep the offensive guys excited about getting back out there. They are in attack mode in this game. It did backfire a little bit. Now you're just hoping your defense can keep them off the scoreboard so you're not facing a deficit the next time you run out there.
So after the INT, it's Allen. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
And that's not a play that you see all that often at the start of a drive, but some teams, they don't mind doing it. And that one, well sold by the offensive linemen. They showed the pass, and then they got out into space, able to get some good blocks downfield and allow the play to be successful.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. He'll get this to Devin Singletary out of the backfield. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. 1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. They run here with Singletary. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at them with the same play, the same set, and see if they can stop them.
2nd down and goal. Allen finding his safety valve here. That's complete. Touchdown, Bills. Devin Singletary from a yard out. And the Bills use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because he's going to come and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. To the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
Post one of those. Post one of those.
This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Bro, why can't you post one of them? Why you gotta post? No, bro.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Things a lot different than the last time they were on the field. Remember, they threw the interception, gained the touchdown, and now trailing 7-0 and looking for a response. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll drop to throw.
That looked delusional.
Escaping the pressure right. And he rifles one incomplete.
Another incompletion there. That's 5 in a row now to start this game. He's got to take a deep breath now, step back, shake it off a little bit, trust his offensive line, and hope that his play caller dials up something that can give him a completion and get him going.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Back to throw here. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And he's got it. He got it. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Back to throw again.
No, I got a better one I can throw.
This is caught. It's Brown. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. 33 yards that time.
This defense is definitely reeling a little bit now. Back-to-back big plays given up. And you know what's all defenses talk about. How do you limit that? Instead, they got hit by a 1-2 punch those last couple of plays, and now they've got their backs to the goal line.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Miles Sanders. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles are an extra point away from drawing level. Elliott good with a PAT. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now Allen. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long, and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and pump the football.
And he's brought down. 7-7, our score after 1.
Then I have to smack on her ass because that shit fatty. You ain't never wanted me to post you before.
No, you don't got to post me.
No, I will. I'm not posting what you want.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. The delay of game, a costly one, as they're backed up 5 for 1st and goal. They'll go again with Sanders. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Sanders diving for the end zone, and he'll get there. Touchdown. So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the 2nd time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack, and you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line, and he's able to take it into the end zone.
They'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. They'll run on 1st down with Singletary. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else he'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
From just shy of midfield, Allen. Quick throw, knocked away, and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And that went a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
So they're going for it, and here's Allen. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And he'll get this back across the midfield stripe and down to the 47-yard line. Quite a decision there on 4th down. They didn't just want the first. They wanted 6 points, and following the interception, they're going to come away with neither.
And that's too bad, partner, because they really went for it on that one, right? Because I think in their mind, sometimes the illogical play is a logical play. But in this case,
and that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Quez Watkins 47 yards. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Boy, that route is really tough to cover because if they're running it correctly, you think it's really going to be a slant.
Yeah, well, we talk all the time about how it's tough to execute offensively, but you're saying, don't forget, it's tough to cover for the defense, too.
Yeah, the number one thing that you're taught is to not get caught inside or get beat inside. So you guard that a little bit more. So that gives you a little bit more space to operate outside if you start your move initially inside if you're a receiver.
McKenzie will not return this, and it'll be brought out to the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. On the counter, this is Singletary. And he'll get this forward only for about a yard, as that's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. That's caught by Gabriel Davis. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's 2nd down. Allen off the play fake. Flush to his right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Eagles are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
Back to throw now in his own end zone. Going deep here for Watkins. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
When you're backed up this deep, sometimes defenses sacrifice coverage for pass rush because they know you can only go so far on your pass truck. You get the back of the end zone. So they came after him. He took the shot downfield. He didn't connect. But, boy, that was force against force.
Sliding out of the pocket. And incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. The incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. He'll look to throw. And this one is incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed, because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
The Eagles send out their punter now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. Fielded at the 33. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. Open man downfield is Davis. A big play there just before halftime. 53 yards. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. 2nd and goal from the 1. They'll look to run with Moss. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Zach Moss, as the first half is winding down. And the Bills are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. The extra point by Bass, up and good. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with only 9 seconds remaining, and not much time, we'll see how they play this. The first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
They'll throw now on the final play. Looking here for Smith downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. The Bills trail here, but they will get the football first as we are back underway on EA Sports. From his end zone, Isaiah McKenzie. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
On 2nd and 9, Allen works right side into the hands of the tight end, Knox. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Allen and Knox teaming up there for Buffalo first down. Now with the play clock almost gone, Sean McDermott's going to call for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Allen. Going right back to Knox, and again a completion. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Dawson Knox, 55 yards. And the Bills are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it, took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
And oh, he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. A break there for this offense as they will get a chance to start at the 40-yard line. Well, you don't see that often. He just mishit it, and it goes out of bounds.
Well, I know sitting up here, And I'm looking at you, and you're looking at me, and I know we're both thinking the same thing. Isn't it easy enough to keep it between the sidelines? Because unless you're intentionally doing it for some reason, well, that's a costly mishit, and now you put your team in a bad spot.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll look to throw. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And he's got it inside the 10. Touchdown. Quez Watkins, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, as his guys are able to extend their lead. This offense, they were dynamic in the first half. The halftime break, that didn't slow them down at all. Big strike here in the 3rd quarter.
It's almost as if they were saying, it's not just our skill in the first half that's getting this done, it's confidence as well. And confidence has taken over this game in a big way. How about these strikes that we're seeing?
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. McKenzie now from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. It sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime. If you're a good football team, you spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments to prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Allen going to go on 4th down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
Going deep here for Watkins. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Bills are going to have it here at their own 15. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, 3rd quarter, but that not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And from the 15, they're able to work this up to the 20 for a pickup of a handful. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Allen. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll try to run for this with Singletary. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. Throwing on 1st down is Allen. Going deep for Diggs. And now here is another interception. Picked up by James Bradbury. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ballgame, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. We're in the 3rd quarter in upstate New York with a 2nd and 10. Hurts. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Quez Watkins, 33 yards. And the Eagles will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Popular down near the goal line. Quick slant. Nice job there to get in, knock it away.
It was. One of the other things you're concerned about when you throw that route is to make sure your offensive linemen use their leverage to get the hands of the defensive front down so you can throw it through that little bit of crowd and get it to the receiver. In this event, they did, but a nice play by the defender knocking it away.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys.
And my goodness, another interception. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-six TD. Well, if there was any thought that this thing might turn around for this offense in the second half, I think those thoughts pretty well dashed after that interception return there.
It just has not been a good outing for this unit whatsoever. There's no other way to say it. They've been overmatched, haven't performed to the level that they've needed, and that throw there is just going to contribute to this game getting out of hand.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. This one fielded at the 5. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. The turnover on the last drive, they had the issue in the first half as well. And that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't want to admit it to themselves. But we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. He don't want it. 43 is the mic. 43 is the mic. Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense.
From the 29, Allen. Flushed out right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is...
And now here is another interception. Darius Slay with a pick. And that gives him now 3 interceptions.
I want to sleep. Niggas is ass.